Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my friends on the Earthship. Welcome to my Sunday portal of clarity, a time I reserve for the discussion of being the alchemist of your own life. I'm Cindy Carter, an intuitive, an artist, an energy healer, and a spirit consultant. This series of alchemy podcasts each Sunday is kind of like a place each week that we can gather in a quiet space and make a sacred 30 minutes to delve into the progressive building of information. And that's what each week happens. It just evolves into more information upon more information. It's building a base of knowledge for yourself to become the Master Alchemist and the director of your own life, where you can be in control of your life as a sovereign being on this earth. And this weekly reminder is for you to utilize, free admission. Come on in, sit down, put some earbuds in, have some tea, and relax. Last podcast, we talked about the missing link being compassion, where this missing link of our civilization, we don't want that to become, if we don't find the missing link, that we would extinct ourselves. We'd kill ourselves off as a humanity. So the thing that will save our humanity is this consciousness called compassion. It's self-love and compassion, which is the ability to see and feel and process the emotional or mental state or pain of another person and the pain of yourself as you hold forgiveness and understanding. And this is a lot to do in the moment, but it is how you process other people's pain that becomes, how free you are on this earth. There's plenty to be pained about on this earth, and plenty of people that are willing to step up and gift you more pain. But now we get to choose through a compassionate boundary that makes this process of self-love more divine, more union-filled, more responsible. So this is where compassion becomes the boundary of self-love. That was last week. So where did I go this week? This week I'm going naturally to a subject of, okay, once you have all this, what is it? It's a choice. The choice is happening now. The choice of life or death. Seriously, this is a very intense time. And the ultimate choice is right here, right now, in front of us. This is the choice of a soul that's had many, many lifetimes. You are the steward of this soul. You are the steward of this thousands of lives of consciousness, making a vessel that is to make a choice in right action to your soul's awareness of universal wishes and the alignment of the divine within you. So we're truly at a life or death process. And we need to understand it as an intention. So we get to choose now, unlike the past, where we were in the recycling bin of reincarnation, doomed to play out all our traumas over and over again. Not in this now. Karma's over, folks. Really. We get to choose to move through life, taking on higher aspects of ourselves in the bodies that we have, taking on higher consciousness, more wisdom, more divine. It's a choice. We get to choose to leave our bodies when it's time and never repeat the traumas and the lessons of the past. This is the new energy that we're working with in the now. It's a pivot point for humanity. We're here collectively as a unified consciousness at a really crucial time in our evolving transformation into this awareness of ourselves. this ascension of life is the choice. Do you choose to live in all your expressions, or take on the disembodiment of your past? So now we have the empowerment of choice. When we're blind to our options or to our possible futures or probable timelines, we have a challenging time choosing life in each moment. We can, easily become depressed and despondent. These are not activities of life, affirming life. They are life. You're still breathing. But in understanding what life wants as a benevolent process, we choose harmony. And strife and depression are really not wanted, not needed, already dealt with, already forgiven in this type of, resurrection. When you choose life, it's a glory and a resurrection in the ability to live in a world that was not designed for your continued living. Although life is your birthright, our immortal probability, we've been kept away from our choice as an independent sovereign thoughts and ideas and directions. Self-driven, self-directed vehicle of consciousness. If we were that, we'd be moving through our days in this artificial construct of time and weighing our choices, with an underlying main choice, with one main intention driving us. Upward movement, proliferation of a cellular matter, to make a choice of life and not death. Even up to your dying day, your dying moment, you can choose death or life. You see, that's how we erase the cellular trauma, by accepting life. So this key aspect, there are some key aspects to this choice of life. These are 3 understandings that I hold very dear and very sacred. And people can choose to look at them in a lot of different ways, but I just will go through 3 of these. These are main choices when you choose life. And this is an understanding that I was gifted 10 years ago through my higher self. It's part of my ebook called Solene, the Ancient One. But these are the 3 things I was gifted. And once I understood and embodied these things, did I totally understand them. But I was gifted the knowledge of them. And I did undertake these things. It's the remembrance, the creation, and the universal flow. Those are the 3 things that will make it through your cellular and etheric bodies, your mind, your physical body, your past lives, your epigenetic traumas. These 3 things will get you through anything that comes at you. So let's go through them. Remembrance. This is a cellular, multidimensional, quantum-like science event that it's a quickening process within your cellular body. It's matched and absolutely related to the Earth's movement in this solar system. So you're part of this solar system, so here you are with a choice. This is the quickening of the many lives that you've led right up into this one. Those remembrances of all lifetimes that stay with you in this every moment, you get the choice to see these. This remembrance is a communal, universal remembrance of unity. Your cells in and around your body, all the auric field, all the consciousness within and around you, they're all working in tandem to bring about an experience of remembrance to your awareness. And I know sometimes the universe likes to use big 2x4s in its remembrance. With me it does, and quite a few of my clients it does. Until some of us get the hang of it, the hang of standing in our power and being sovereign and having original thoughts, we're going to get pummeled by the universe. It's like part of the agreement that our higher self has. It's, in benevolence. Take the 2x4 with ease and grace and move on in your remembrance of yourself. You see, you're not the victim. You're the creator in any aspect of life. And this creator aspect that's held within your cells is there as a remembrance. And when you choose to access this remembrance, all the ancient wisdoms and the ancient knowledge that comes through the earth as light waves of information coming through the earth's elements, the rocks, the trees, the wind, the flowers, all of nature, it comes for you to choose through your body, through your mind, through your soul. Open and allowing. When you're open, allowing to this remembrance, it comes through you as an openness to all things. Discernment is required. Like, your mind doesn't have to be the boss anymore, and you can settle into this opportunity to witness life without triggers, just through the choice of choosing life. Not necrosis or death, the thoughts of death, the thoughts of demise. Those aren't there when you choose life. It's like there's a cradled existence in the arms of the universe, and you're here offering the choice to live, to love so grand, a unity so grand that you've never felt a part of this kind of union. In your remembrance, this is the choice. The earth and the cosmos are ready to assist you, and they're already here, bringing new waves of light upon us. It's taking on new structure. It's taking on new light. And the form of that is partly divinity. And when we match the resonance of the cosmos, we are in divinity, divine union. There's an ancientness to your remembrance. It's an ancient knowledge, an ancient wisdom, and it's right here for you now. The ancient remembrance needs to be within the field of your awareness. The remembrance and the creation and the light that comes from it is for all of us. So you could step into this in a really profound way if you choose. Your choice to live and keep living, no matter what's presented to you, is what the choice is for you now. The remembrance and the creation. And here lies the choice. The choice to bring the creationary aspect as part of your life into the outward being of yourself, into the new reality that's created in this new well of remembrance of yourself. It's creation. It's with you merging with the, earth, with you in the universe. It's bringing you all to the merging of your current selves and your ancient selves. This is where we become really self-aware and become the alchemist of our life. Once you find the way that this creation can be utilized in your everyday choices, in your everyday awareness, then you make a choice right then. Choose life, choose upliftment, not anger, not sadness, not depression. It's the choice. We're soon going to be gifted many things to be making choices about. The time's right now, because there are factions around the earth watching your every move. Good, benevolent versions of life that can assist you and uplift you in a sovereign place of a solid foundation of peace, if you choose. The choices that we make in every moment is our creation. is the utilization of the remembrance of our cells. This is the proliferation of cellular matter. This is the science I was gifted with. I'm trying to put it into human language that people can understand. It's not so easy. So each moment that you take upon this choice, and the activity of the choice, is part of the wholeness of the self. And when your self can make momentary choices of the creation, well, there's no chance for fear, no chance for victimhood, no chance for sorrow when you choose the creation of your every moment. I mean, your being knows that creation beyond anything other than joy or peace or happiness or reverence for all is really only part of the false mind, false belief systems, false matrices. So it's now time to merge our current self, our awareness, with our ancient self, the remembrance, and the creationary tools, and the momentary choice of your now. You see, you'll clearly have many, many selves. All the versions of you have many new choices to make in alignment. This newness that you create in your every moment creates a new you, a new reality, a new place in the universe for you to stand and for you to dwell. Creation's all about the frequency of love. Love is the life force from the divine. So if you create from love, you'll stabilize the life force within and around you. Makes sense, right? It's a science. For instance, if you create with underlying discontent, or you create from the field of unhappiness, all you're going to breed within inside you is discontent and unhappiness. That's what the creation will hold for you. That's what the reality will hold. So creation can be a choice. So how about choosing joy? A finer, higher vibration, this frequency of joy. You could choose to accept this frequency as your own. You could choose to step into this frequency, and you could choose to be this frequency. See, this is like the glue that puts together the cell that understands the divine that can proliferate the life. It's the gift of life. You must choose wisely when you've been shown the gift. When you are made aware of the gift and your remembrance has been activated, it's time to choose to be the gift, not to seek the gift, because this gift is you. You are the creation of life. Life is not outside of you. Life is inside of you. It's not in the seeking or the earning of the gift. It's in the being of this gift, the being of the choice, the gift of life. Making wise and high vibrational choices, they'll bring you about merging of your many selves. And when you merge your many multidimensional selves into creation, into the reality, you're going to feel the creationary tools in your midst, and you're going to know when it's time to make a new choice. You'll know when the opportunity arises because you create it. To choose life when other people around you are complacent or okay with the death process or necrosis as a frequency, or just dealing with it because that's the way it is. No, you can expel the fear and expel the doubt and live in the mystery of your own creations. It's the acceptance of the life force within you. of accepting the organic process, the proliferation of cellular structure and matter, with consciousness evolving through developing a force behind your thoughts, behind your actions that are based in your heart, based in your choice of life itself, of divinity. That's what life is. So you have the remembrance and the creationary aspects of your divinity. Now you need to look into universal flow. I almost said universal fro, and I saw a big afro with a big universal aura around it, like we have a huge afro around us. It's the universal flow. It's like the way. It's the guiding way, the harmonic flow of beautiful waves of creation where there's no triggers. It's just harmony. It's just beauty. It's flow and movement forward into life. It's beneficial and benevolent. And we can be reminded that you're not the only one working to create life. You're creating with spirit. Creating with the universal flow, life force. So making the choice in this moment to allow this universal flow into your life, it's part of why you came here. Part of why I came here. To understand that I'm not alone, that it's not all up to me. I'm not singular. Perhaps you feel the same. If you choose to accept the flow of the universal wishes of your higher self's alignment, then you'll be a part of the newness and the experience. Life is here to expand for us all. The many levels of your multidimensional self will be brought right into the light of the new clarity within this universal flow. And it's based in life and the movement of life, not accepting death, aging, or outlooks of demise, or apocalyptic thoughts or beliefs. We don't need it when we're achieving life. The adverse conditions on this earth at this time are waiting for your beneficial energies to help support and guide all of us through this process. The earth is choosing life by moving from carbon to crystalline. So is the human body experience. The courageous of you within this now understand to not allow all the challenges to define you, to stand upright with spirit in the flow. So with this gift of the flow, this gift of spirit as your partner, it's going to bring you to a new powerful, new place of self-awareness and understanding that this choice can bring new thoughts and new beliefs and new actions in your life. When you allow the merging of your many multidimensional selves, the remembrance of your light, the creationary power of your choice, and the universal flow of the wishes of your higher self and your heart, when they come together for your expansion into this view, it is an unlimited potential. We can all access our unlimited potentials, and I'm working on some of these things to assist that. Many of you are so ready. I'm having quite a few of you that are interested in learning more alchemy, how to be more advanced in their alchemist choices in life. So I'm designing an online class so that this can be accessed easily by many people. I'm working on that now, so stay tuned, hopefully in January. To learn more about energy healing, I have put together some workshops to assist you in healing yourself. And if you're an energy healer, this modality I call holographic healing is really perfectly suited for any modality that you might be operating with. So look for my announcements for alchemy classes and holographic healing classes on my website. So this choice to life is also deeply embedded in my Template of Grace meditation. It's a series of 11 meditations with Tibetan bowls in the background. It's really powerful, and it's a way to accelerate the life force within you, the choices within you. It's an 11-day activation that you can find on my website also. I'm sharing some things on Patreon right now. I'm discussing healing technologies, some subtle energy devices that I work with to assist people with intense energies, such as vampiric, demonic energies. I have the ability to do depossessions and clearings, genetic clearings, that kind of thing. With my high intentions and working with multi-dimensions, I can assist you with these pesky versions of necrosis. Just contact me either through my website, or you'll see my information down here at the bottom of the page. So remember that the choice is now, and the choice is bound by the unity consciousness of many. Will you assist the liberation of a humanity, one by one, by choosing life? Many blessings.